Set a collision course for adventure. This is Cosmopunk.
Glitch, a Starfinder in D&D 5e homebrew story, featuring the crew of the Leica 7.
I am Pan, I play Baphomet, Captain of the Leica 7, displaced galactic idol, now in the body of a kobold android mystic, and determined to get it all back one way or another.
Hi, I'm RJ and I play V the Vesk, who's the Leica 7's resident designer, mechanic, and over-enthusiastic van owner. They also have a drone familiar called Flyby.
Hey, I'm Cypher, and I play a small punky Yosaki otter named Ryder, operative and pilot of the Leica 7.
Hello, I'm Ty, and I play Radar, a cyborg coyote engineer and weapons officer aboard the Leica 7.
And I am Fringe, guest game master. After arriving to the party Mark II, the crew of the Leica 7 were escorted to meet Mr Gaxley in his luxurious theater suite. After signing NDAs and meeting Mr Gaxley's double, the android Edward, did the real Mr Gaxley reveal the true purpose of his invitation, the pre-gap entertainment computer named DAAVE. After being offered a paid job to beta test the ancient computer, the crew agrees before being let loose to enjoy the evening entertainment on the party. But what awaits the crew down below? Chapter 3. Login.
Alright, so we're going to assume drops fast forwarding to the next morning. I assume that three of you who were at the last drop, you know you had your time with Crunch. Probably V and Crunch decided to have a long walk afterwards.
I was going to say, how did that work out? Was this some kind of like really weird, like fourth wheel situation?
I think Radar and Ryder would have gently left them to it after a while.
Yeah. Radar, suddenly very familiar with Vesk mating rituals, knows how this is going to go.
Goodness, is that the time?
Yes. Ryder, I think there's somewhere that we have to be. I think they're doing a rerun of that anime that you like in that over there in that.
Radar,
alley.
come on, let's just go.
Yeah, let's go.
So
Tactical as always.
I think we should probably check out. I don't know if we can question V about how it went later. I guess.
As if V would tell you.
Well, just let V have a good time, for fuck's sake.
He's so nosy, Bath. Just
Absolutely, she was. Well, if the second she doesn't know that B went off to like chat him up, but the second she finds out.
You are gossip. That's what you are.
Yeah, pretty much.
Alright, so are you guys going to do anything else for the evening before we move on to the next morning? Anything notable?
Radar's probably going to, if Ryder wants to come with, wander around, just sort of get familiar with the general environment, just see what the if there's anything else of interest, really, you know.
Yeah, go on. Let's take a look around the place. Ryder's still in her long, sparkly, iridescent dress.
Yeah, everyone's still dressed up.
She hasn't quite mastered high heels yet, but practice. She's got her pumps on.
You're also still tinkling because of the bottle you guys took.
Oh! Hey, Ryder.
Oh, yeah.
Ryder.
Forgot about that.
Ryder, do you know what's better than high heels?
What?
Free booze.
Did you pinch that from fucking Gaxley's lounge?
Yeah, here's one for you, and here's one for me. It's not thievery. He said we could take it.
So, where do you want to go? What do you want to do? We've got about a day.
It's a party. We could go anywhere. If we keep traveling in, I don't know, that direction, maybe we'll find something interesting.
And you do have a map, and you can access info ports, of course, if you wish.
Yeah, and we have a map, and we can access info ports, of course. But, you know, let's just get lost.
Let's see if there's anything fun happening this evening.
Yeah. Well, I mean, V's probably got something fun happening, but, you know.
Let V do V.
No, Crunch is going to do V. Yeah.
Thank you, anonymous man passing with ladder.
Oh God. And yeah, we'll just assume that you guys had fun, unless Baphomet has anything they would like to add.
No, Bassoff's doing her thing. She'll be away for a while. She'll come back in later.
Yeah. I'm curious what Bath would do on her own in a party planet.
Get lost.
Yeah, no, on her own, Bath would kind of just go around soaking it up. She doesn't obviously remember the party, but she knows of it, and it feels strangely like home for her. So she's just happy to wander around and kind of quietly absorb it. In fact, for the first time in a long while, she's using disguise self, so she can do it without anybody like noticing her.
Fair enough.
Yeah.
Cool.
So you don't get your mob of fans coming after you every so often.
Who's she disguised as?
She's disguised as the little girl that asked for an autograph, but like an older version, so it looks like she can get the bars and things.
Yeah, so it's also just less creepy.
Yeah, she took the little girl that asked for an autograph and like just aged up in her mind. Went, yeah, dude, she's I don't know, redhead, 5'8".
Awesome.
Yeah,
Yeah.
looking pretty normal.
Well, we will jump forward then to the morning. Where are you guys all staying for the night? I guess I should ask. Are you guys staying on your ship? I mean, he did give you the option of hotel, free food, and all that such.
Oh, did he? If that was offered to us, we'd have taken that.
Yeah, if he gave us a hotel, then that'll happen.
All right,
Yeah.
so you guys stay at the classy big hotel there. It's called the Red Rose.
V doesn't, but I'm guessing that Crunch lives nearby, so.
Oh, is he doing the walk of shame?
V has no shame.
That's good.
Just doing the walk.
Walking.
Yeah.
All right, so you all go, to your hotel. Do you all get a room together? Or you get
Separate rooms.
Yeah.
all right, and then fast forwarding to the morning, each one of you get a knock at your door, except for V, who's off with Crunch. Room service.
10 more minutes.
Fucking Radar's instantly at the door. What do you want?
We're here for your breakfast order, sir. It's a female, Lashanta, wearing, it looks like a hotel staff uniform.
What's available? I didn't see a menu.
Oh, of course, sir. She hands over a menu which has, all sorts of foods, breakfast foods from, everything from pancakes to, croissants to, little sandwiches, everything that you can think of.
Have you got a pen? I can take what I want.
Oh, yes, of course.
Thank you. Radar takes everything on the box twice and hands it back. Thank you. How long will that be?
Oh, that will probably be about a half an hour, sir.
Yeah, Ryder's going to hear the knock, sort of crawl out of bed and peer through. Have they got like a spy hole in the door that you can see
yes.
through? Yeah, she'll have a look, see who it is.
Assuming that you probably climbed up the door to look out the window.
Of course.
But yeah, it's a hotel staff member. This one is a human. It's a male human wearing the uniform as well. Room service.
Well, she'll go and throw a dressing gown on and go and answer the door. Hello?
Good day, ma'am. I am here to see about breakfast orders. And he hands Ryder a menu.
Cup of tea and some kippers and toast, please.
Very good. They'll be ready in about a half an hour.
Lovely, cheers. I'm going to have a shower.
They're on their way. What is Baphomet doing? They get the room service knock as well.
That's in her room. She doesn't need to sleep, so she's already awake and about. So she opens the door.
Oh, do pardon, ma'am. I'm here for breakfast orders. Would you like anything?
Oh, I was just taking a shower. She's wrapped in a towel, and the entire hotel room is full of steam. I said, "Oh, I was just taking a shower." And, you know what? Do you have any peppermint tea?
Oh, yes, of course, we do.
Great. Oh, also, I need more towels.
How many more towels, ma'am?
How many towels do you have?
We are allowed to allot about 50 towels per room.
Great. Sounds great.
Do you wish 50 towels, ma'am?
I mean, she looks back in the room where the water has definitely started to flood the bathroom. Yes. Thank you. That would be great. Thanks. Oh, and the tea.
Very well. And off they go to get your tea and 50
towels and a cup of tea.
You guys are the worst hotel guests.
What the fuck is Bath doing?
Have you ever been to a hotel and just really enjoyed a nice hot shower that you don't have to clean up after yourself?
So she's left the water running.
Yeah.
Well, she's taken a really long. She doesn't sleep, so she's been showering pretty much for hours. Yeah, I think she also asked for more soaps and more shampoos and more just nice smelling things. She's used them all up. She's spent the entire morning and the last part of the night just trying it all out.
I love the idea that she's closed the door to the bathroom. One, to keep the steam out, but two, it's just bubbles in there.
Yeah, it's almost entirely bubbles and steam.
It's a foam party in there.
Yeah. So that's what she wants. More shampoos and soaps and towels and a cup of tea. Also remember that she hasn't had a nice shower for ages. She lives on a spaceship and a bar with you guys.
We have all right showers.
No, I don't think we do.
No, we don't.
Yeah.
Radar's got an alright shower.
Ray doesn't take showers.
Radar does take showers. He's not a stinky coyote!
He takes dust baths. Come on.
Yeah, I thought he just rolled around in the dust.
Yeah,
No!
we all know he does it. Like, there's no point
No!
pretending.
No! I will not have you assassinate my character in this way!
See, now I like to imagine that does do that, but as soon as he gets wind that anyone might be even close to working out that he's doing it, he just stops immediately and just poofs somewhere else, like holding a magazine or like working on something. It's like, how are you? And then as soon as they're gone, he's just like bounce back over to the dust and starts rolling around in it again.
Yeah, he also does it in Ryder's gravel garden every now and again.
He does. Yeah.
She keeps finding hairs again. It's suspicious.
All right. So
Yeah. I reckon V would probably be back at this stage.
would V know where their crew went?
They'd know where their room is, so they'd probably go there and wash off the skank.
V got crushed.
How is V?
V's feeling good. It's like probably the first intimate thing they've done in a long time, so
Oh, I'm sure we'll talk about it over breakfast.
All right. So starting out, we have a conga line of food heading to Radar's room.
Oh, yes.
You hear a knock at your door, and I assume that you go to answer it.
Yeah, Radar crawls out of the shower and opens the door.
And you are greeted by a food cart. It's a human man in a white suit, and you're like, hopefully you have enough room.
Yeah, sure. Bring it all in. Is this all of it?
Oh, no. And
Good.
And you look down and you see the hallway. There's just a conga line of these carts.
Radar starts laughing. You can hear it in other rooms. Sure, bring it all in. It's not all going to fit, so we'll have carts 3 to 5 stay outside, and I'll get to them. Thank you very much.
And soon all the food just starts moving in. The room is full now of, and you have all these delicious aromas mixing. Of course, it's all breakfast food, of course. Be aware of that. So, you got your... anyway, so you have your conga line of food. As soon as Ryder is out, the last of the conga line finally gets to her door, where her food is ready now. Yeah.
Okay, she answers the door. She's got dressed now. She sort of cranes her head out the window and looks at the train of food leading into Radar's room. Oh, bloody hell, he ordered the entire menu, didn't he?
You see Radar lean out of the doorway, sort of look right, wave, and thumbs up, and then disappear back in.
Yes, the guest next door ordered everything twice.
Sir, I am so sorry. He's got a bit of an appetite. I don't know how he packs it away. He's so skinny.
Well, this isn't the first time we've had it. You ever had a Vesk party before?
Oh, Vesk. One sec. Ryder's going to go and knock on V's door, or where she thinks V will be, and see if they got back.
V's still in the shower,
Oh, okay.
but they hear the knock at the door, and they're like, "Yeah,
V, it's me.
all right, lie down." V's gonna put 2 towels on, and then you sleep all right?
Yeah, I did. How about yourself? How was Crunchy?
Haven't slept.
You haven't slept?
Just V's just like winks at you.
Yeah, I know what you mean, V. Are you sure that's wise? We're meant to be doing a thing today.
Yeah, it's all right. I've done with some nice sleep.
Okay. So.
Ooh, is that a train of breakfast?
Yeah, Radar ordered the menu.
Yeah.
We should probably go and help him out.
We're just gonna like sneak out of their room, take one of the carts that's still outside, and start dragging it back to their room.
Radar's ordered it for everyone. Just come in and help yourself.
Yeah, we should probably help him out so he doesn't become a coyote ball.
You know he's gregarious with food.
Gregarious is one word for it.
Fair enough. He's gonna wheel the cart into Radar's room and just like start tucking in because they're hungry.
Yeah, Ryder's going to have a look for fish-themed breakfast foods and bring them in.
Yeah. Party in Radar's room. Does anybody want to get bath?
Oh, yeah. Well, I mean, I'll get her. Ryder's going to go knock on Bath's door.
As Ryder gets closer to Bath's room, he sees another train of carts, except this time it's full of towels and one person with tea.
Just at the back of the column, just holding a single saucer of tea.
Makes sense.
Bath's open up the door, like still in the towel. She goes, great, thank you, and takes the tea, and then looks at the towels. Oh, Ryder, hey, how's it going?
Hey, there's a lot of steam in here, Bath.
Oh yeah, no, the showers here really don't have more than one setting, which is just on. That's really it.
I took a shower this morning. Would you like me to show you how to use it?
Nope, that is fine. Oh, thank you. And she like grabs all the soaps and things. She's about to go back inside. She goes, sorry, did you need something, dear?
Oh yeah, we're just having breakfast in Radar's room. Why are the bubbles coming from your bathroom door?
We've got a decent, like I said, it's a good shower here. It's not like the one on the ship or the one on the bar.
Are you sure you know how to work it? You don't want any help?
Yeah, you turn it on, obviously.
Yeah, but you meant to turn it off when you're done with it.
Why would I do that?
Okay.
This is why our electricity bill is so high.
We don't pay the bill. What are you talking about?
I'm about to forget to have luxurious long hot showers in the bar.
Okay, Baffy, this is a nice place, and I think you know that as well. So just don't flood the hotel, okay?
Oh no, of course not. Don't be silly. I'll be along soon. What are you lot doing?
We're just having breakfast in Radar's room.
Oh, okay. I'll come by in a bit. I'll just finish up here.
All right. See you in a bit. Good luck with your towels.
Thank you. And then, like, she looks at the staff and goes, "Do you know? I think there's a little spill inside there. Would you guys mind tidying it up?"
The worst kind of customer.
I would. It's just my friends are calling me, so you know. Oh, thanks for the tea, though.
A tidal wave falls out of Baffy's bathroom.
She'll like close the door in the guy's face and then come back out and go, "Thanks very much. I appreciate that." Like she's got a robe on and she goes to the other room.
Did she take the towels or?
No, she's asked them to clean the place up.
Oh.
There's a tiny spill, so you know.
You see one of them walk in and then comes out quickly and you can see that their fingers to their ear and like, we need a cleaning lady ASAP.
I need backup up here. So yeah, we'll go to Radar's room. Ryder's got like a kipper sandwich in her mouth.
Oh, hey, Baff! Baff, look! They've got baked beans!
Who ordered all this?
I did. Help yourself!
That's okay. No, that's fine. Are you gonna eat all of this, guys?
Ooh, V, pass me the bacon. Bacon.
The V has already eaten all the bacon.
V!
You left V near bacon. What were you expecting?
Guys, please, we have to concentrate. And also, I don't know if we're being charged for this food. But anyway, the point is, I've been thinking about this whole thing with the DAAVE units and such. I think, on second thought, it's probably a good idea. You know, I think it's a good way to get out there and discover some old tech and have a bit of fun doing it as well. And at the end of it all, if everything goes well, then I'm one step closer to getting something done with the town.
What changed your mind?
I just had a look around. Really, I went for a walk last night and just really thought to myself, there's more than one kind of fame. And I'm not really into video games, but I do love seeking the fantastic. So you guys can do the gaming stuff, and I'll enjoy the mystery.
I mean, honestly, Baff, you might have a lot of fun. This is a video game from before the gap, you know?
The last time I played a video game was with you, and I lost because I kept punching myself.
Yeah, that's because you were pressing the same button over and over again, and I was telling you to... Never mind, it doesn't matter. This is something... It might be something completely beyond our comprehension. You never know.
That's what I'm hoping.
Isn't it? Didn't he say it was more like a fully immersive experience, so it's less like a video game and more like an interactive mystery thing?
Well, we don't know. We won't know until we get there. Pre-gap stuff is funky.
Weird.
But if Gaxley wants hold of it, it's probably going to do entertainment. That's his whole bag. So
yes, it sounds like he wants to take some ancient game and turn it into something he can market.
Yeah, I get that. And we're the guinea pigs. Make sure it's not going to, possess anyone.
So anyway, as you guys are enjoying breakfast, talking about this, you hear a knock at the door.
Who is it?
Hey, Ray.
Radar goes up and answers the door.
It's Dawn. And before you is the Lashanta that you guys met at the bar. It's Dawn.
Oh, Dawn, hello.
Hey,
Oh, hello, Dawn.
Dawn.
Come on in. We're having breakfast. Help yourself. I'm sure there's some left.
Looks at Dawn. I'm so sorry about the mess.
Well, it's not the worst I've seen. I mean, Mr. Gaxley invited a whole party of Vesks one time. Needless to say, that was quite the cleanup on the walls.
I can imagine. So, did you have some news for us?
Oh, yes. Mr. Gaxley would like to see you all. He would like to introduce you to DAAVE.
All right, everyone, let's get dressed and get ready to go then. Radar, please put down those noodles. You can have them later.
I haven't even added the water yet.
Oh my god, this is especially offensive to Ryder.
What?
We'll meet you downstairs, dear.
Yeah, okay, let's go. Come on.
Who's dressed? Is everyone dressed?
Ryder's dressed.
Radar's dressed.
V's wearing a towel, which is close.
Yeah. Beth's wearing a dressing gown, so she's gonna go get changed.
Radar was in his underwear, and now he's in his kilt.
V's not going to bother wearing their kilt or all their smart gear this time. They're just going to wear their overalls. But they've picked their nicest pair of overalls that don't have any rips or oil in them.
Oh no, Radar's gone like full dressed up again. He's just this time, the top button's open and the jacket's
Oh, no. Ryder just got into her regular gear while she's in the hotel. She hasn't got the dress on.
Oh.
She doesn't know how to do the zip.
Oh, am I the only one who's dressed up?
Yeah, even Beth's in her normal gear.
Oh, okay. Well, Radar's in a shirt and a kilt.
All right.
Fancy being fancy again, then?
I didn't pack a spare. I left them on the ship.
Well, that's fine. I'm sure it won't be a problem.
Radar does still look scruffy somehow.
All right, so you all go downstairs and meet Dawn in the lobby.
Yep.
So you get into the lobby. You saw it when you came in. It was golden, beautiful hardwood counters and such where the staff are. And by the way, as you guys are leaving, you notice there's quite a few cleaning crew people just running by.
Radar's going to be like, "What's all that about?"
Oh, is he here? Must be a big vest party going on somewhere.
Yeah, must be. Yeah.
Ryder's going to have a look down the corridor and see if there's like a wave of bubbles hurtling down, like in.
You see bubbles coming out of Bath's room as the staff are like holding the door closed. As the cleaning crew run up.
Under control, we've got a code 5. Get back up here right now.
Can you bet this hotel again?
We were offered it by Mr Gaxley.
Oh, that's fine then.
It's all right. We're never going.
Anyway, so you come out to the lobby of the Red Rose, and there's Dawn sitting at one of the waiting chairs. And when she sees you, she gets up and smiles. Ah, good. Please follow me, she says, as she motions for you to follow her as you leave the lobby.
Mm-hmm.
You go out the doors of the lobby. You see people coming in and out and go, and you see different stages of, relaxed dress to full dress. The party's always going. She leads you past some of the buildings and makes a sharp right turn after you get past like a coffee shop. And you're going down basically an alley. And at the end of the alley, you see what looks like service doors.
Ah, the tradesman's entrance this time.
Indeed. We prefer to take the back way instead of going through the full business route.
Oh my god, I was about to say so does Crunch, but no.
This is his boss. This is Crunch's boss. You can't say that.
Does we actually say that, or
No, they don't.
okay? So you go through the service entrance, and you see there's basically an entire subsection. This is more sterile looking. There's more, service doors and such. You can see that service people, running back and forth, carrying trays of food or drinks or crates and such. There's also security and such that are going back and forth. You can hear their radios squawking every so often about some sort of disturbance that they quickly go through one of the other service doors. As you keep going, you notice that more security keeps walking by before you get to what looks like a service elevator. And you can see right next to the service elevator, there's a security post. Dawn smiles and goes up to them and pulls out what looks like a badge. They look at the badge and they look at you guys. And she says, "Oh, they're with me. Mr. Gaxley would like to see them." There's security guards this big desk, by the way.
I mean, they do make good security guards.
Yeah, it's not Crunch this time, though.
Can I roll perception to see if I can work out what kind of weaponry they're carrying and if it is the lethal kind?
Sure.
So here we go. Let's do a soft roll. Okay, so that was an 18 on the dice for perception plus 13.
31. You notice that he's carrying basically a baton on his side, and you could tell that it has a switch on it, so it's like a shock baton.
Ah.
But as you peek into the office, you could see that there are tactical rifles and such, and a lockbox that looks like it has the words explosives on it.
Explosives.
Grenades.
Yeah.
The fun stuff.
So yeah, they have tactical gear, but he has a shock baton basically at his hip.
Okay. That's suspicious.
I mean, they're security guards. Why wouldn't they have,
Grenades?
We've got grenades and we're just dudes walking around.
Yeah.
Radar is not carrying any of his gear, so we don't have grenades?
Okay, well, on an average day, we are carrying grenades.
Yeah.
We go shopping with grenades. Like, I think it's okay for security guards to have them.
It's fine. I'm just wondering why they need such vicious weaponry. What they're guarding. That's all.
You don't know how determined people are going to be to steal this.
God, you guys are paranoid.
Yes!
What do you expect?
That's how we've stayed alive for so long.
Yeah. I mean, you're going to lie. V's already thinking about how they steal it.
Anyway, so the security guard waves you through as the elevators open. One of the other guards inside presses a button, and you see that, you know, it's a standard elevator. It's not pretty as Mr. Gaxley's golden elevator, but you go in. I assume you all pile in, correct?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Dawn pushes a button and a panel opens, and she types in a code before the panel disappears. And then the elevator doors shut. You go down and down and down. It feels like it goes on for quite a long time as the elevator whirls, until finally you hear a soft... and the elevator slowly opens, and you are greeted by a rather large room. This room has computers all on the left side of it. There are engineers and such milling about, talking to each other. There's consoles in the center of the room where there are other engineers and such looking at it. And on the right side, you see that there's a platform window where it kind of juts out a bit, and there's glass that encases it, so you can see like 180 kind of degrees in it. And by the window, you see a gentleman wearing a white business suit, Mr. Gaxley.
Or is it? Is it his bodyguard?
Yeah, I'm gonna do a sense motive just real quick, just as a cursory glance to see if I can tell if this is Mr. Gaxley or Face Dancer or whatever.
Okay, are you doing a perception? Because he hasn't really talked to you yet. He's still looking out the window right now. He hasn't.
I guess a perception. I'll see if I can spot any kind of like tells.
All right, so give me a perception roll.
17.
17 total?
Yeah.
So you can't tell if this is Mr. Gaxley or not, for sure. But you can see that he turns around, looks at you, and smiles before he takes his hand out of his pocket and says, Baphomet, you're finally here. And you glance at his hands, because you remember from your role that his bartender had a ring. And you don't see that.
Okay, then I give him air kisses and say, Felipe, it's so good to see you again. How have you been?
Oh, I am great. It's good to see you again. And I see your crew have made it as well.
Yes. And thank you for the hotel, by the way. It was a lovely evening.
Oh, yes. Think nothing of it. Although I've heard that my poor kitchen has been rather busy this morning.
Yes.
Yeah.
The kitchen, yes.
Oh, that's no matter. It's, as I said, free food, drink, and hotel, of course.
Oh, thank God.
Oh, yeah, everyone's going, thank God.
Yeah, there's audible sigh of relief.
We all feel a huge sigh of relief.
Although I do ask next time if you are going to order twice the meals, just give us a heads up. I don't want to have the entire kitchen running around all day.
Sorry about that.
You want a price of everything?
Twice, he did, actually.
Yeah, there was a train of food going into his room this morning.
Okay, well, that's fine.
I regret nothing.
So, Mr. Gaxley, what have you got planned for us?
Yes, what's on the agenda?
Before we get on to that, I would like to show you something. And he motions for you to come up and look out the window. Are you guys going to do that?
Yeah,
Look out the window.
Yeah.
All right. So you all come up and you look out this balcony window, it's case glass. And you can see down a modified hangar. It's really a large open space area with glass doors at the bottom. And at the very bottom, you see what looks like a huge chunk of rusted ship. Can you guys give me perception rolls?
Yes, I can.
All right.
27.
15.
32.
And Bath?
Yeah, 21.
All right. So, V and Radar, given your history with engineering and technology, you look down at this thing and you can see that there's a bunch of wires and such crisscrossing inside this machine. Brand new wires, of course. And you see a glow coming from the inside. You could tell there's a rather large computer or something down there that is just glowing like a crazy. And you can see movement. You see engineers popping around. For everyone else, you basically just see a glow from this ship. You don't see what for sure it is, but you can see engineers like popping in and out of this rusty hunk of hull.
How big is this? Are we talking? How big is this setup?
So the computer itself is rather large. I mean, this is just like a piece of the ship. This is like the size of the Liker and then some.
Oh man, okay.
That's a big old computer.
It's a big machine.
Supercomputer.
That's a lot of processing power.
So wait, that's the computer. It's bigger than the Leica, or the ship is and the computer is within that ship.
The whole chunk is bigger, but you could see lights. You see the reflection off of glass doors. You can see it through the rust holes and such. You can see that this whole thing is a computer. Like they just cut out the computer part and brought it here. And set
Oh,
it
I
down.
got you now. Okay, all right.
The glowy parts, do they look electronic or do they look magical?
Yes.
Like mechanical?
They look glowy.
They're glowy, unless you have some way to detect magic, which...
Well, I don't, but I know someone who does.
Yeah, Bath does, but can I do it from here? We're not... I guess I could do it from here, right? How does that work?
Well, it's got a range on the spell, surely.
60 feet.
You're pretty much out of range, but you can't really detect like magic from this shit because you're just too far away. You get like your usual background magic. You also get, Mr. Gaxley is also kind of glowing. So you're wondering if he has some wards of his own on him. But
Well, yeah, I imagine so. He's Lishunta. He's, a big name. He probably has some kind of protection and stuff on there. But she's only interested really in, like, this unusual thing she's seen.
you're out of range.
Yeah, so she's just, like, looking at it and trying to figure something out, but she can't.
To you guys, it's just glowy. Based on your rolls, radar and V, you kind of get the idea that it might be technological, but you're not sure.
Fancy.
So, how does this work?
As you can see here, we keep and monitor Mr. Dave here, and he motions to all the computers and such.
Mr. Dave.
He prefers to go by different names. Preferably, he likes Dave.
Oh, it's sentient?
In a way, yes, it is. It can decide whether or not it wants to accept guests, is the best way I can describe it. Perhaps a better description would be by our expert. Please, follow me. And he motions you.
What happens if it doesn't accept you?
Nothing happens, I guess.
Instant death.
My expert will explain it much better than I can, and he motions you to follow him
Yeah.
to the next room.
All right, follow him.
All right, you follow him, and you come into a room. It's a bit smaller than the other one, but you can see that there are like several tubes lined up on the left wall. The same tubes that you saw in the recordings that you saw. These are the colony ship's tubes, and you can see that they've been wired up and such, and that they've been modified in a way. Like you can see wires sticking out in some places where they've been retucked in. You can see tape and such, and you see like this helmet in each one. You can see that the port where the needle was sticking out before has been removed from each one, and that they've been rewired. But as you come in, there's also this console and this rather large-looking bird person standing by the console. And as soon as you guys enter, he looks up at you. You all know what a secretary bird looks like, correct? It's the big, tall bird, long legs, and he's wearing a white doctor coat. And as he looks up, you can see that he has the little nose pincher glasses. And he says, "Oh, hello there."
Hello. How good is his eyelash game?
It's on point. It's sleek, on point.
Yeah, Bath is impressed. Well, nice.
You have excellent eyelashes.
Yes. You don't say that to people.
You have one Bath's trust.
You don't say that to people.
And Mr. Gaxley smiles and said, "I'd like to introduce you to Dr. Lestrange."
Hello, Doctor.
Doctor, a pleasure.
Oh, it is a pleasure to meet you all. Yes. So, you are here to test the machines, I've been told?
Seems like that. You're the resident expert?
Oh, yes, I am expert in neurological interfacing. Yes.
So, if you don't mind,
I think we've all got a couple of questions before we decide to hook up into this thing.
Yes, quite so. What can you tell us about it in general, from an expert perspective?
Well, Dave is quite the interesting character, I will say that for sure. Way that I can describe it is that he was created by the minds of many of the crew, specifically engineers and such. They seem to have coalesced into this program, so they each did their part to create this thing. That's what makes it so fascinating, is that what kept this system working for so long is that Dave was able to repair and build up this memory bank from all these people that they became resistant, apparently, to gap erasure. That Dave was able to rebuild it. We've been able to, so far, been doing basic tests, of course. We've had individuals...
Sorry, hold on. You found a way to resist against the gap?
I think what he means is that Dave, because he's an amalgamation of several people's minds, he didn't get erased during the gap, so...
Oh, thank you.
Fairly good chance that he understands things from before the gap, which in itself
this is amazing. We don't have anything.
Really fucking big deal, actually.
That's huge.
And the secretary parks up when V mentioned about the mines. Oh, sir, I should mention, it is not just a few mines. We're talking thousands of mines.
You have thousands of digitized pre-gap memories? That's a huge discovery.
Well, here's the problem that we have been running into. You see, Dave has codified the information to such a point that we cannot extract the information directly. It appears to be that he is using pieces and parts of these memory banks constantly to build new operations and such. We are quite unable to extract anything particular, otherwise it comes out completely garbled. What we have figured, though, is that when our test subjects have entered, the machine will create worlds based on memories and such. For example, and he motions to one of the screens, and you can see like the recording of the arch and such that you saw, like this lobby with the arches. We believe that at some point that there were many more different programs running by different people, but this one is the only one that seems to be still functional. We don't know what happened to the others, but this is why we've been so fascinated. If we could learn more about how the programming works, we might be able to extract more information from pre-gap.
So this thing makes a landscape for you based on your memories and thoughts and feelings. So if Baffy went in there, it would be all like
No,
sparkly and glittery.
I think it's based on the memories of the people that were in there at the time.
Oh, so it's a collection of all of those as well.
To our knowledge, they were a mix of memories, imagination, and other things. The best way we can describe it is if someone went in there and started building a world themselves. We assume that there were probably many worlds that people have built for their own and have collected over time.
If I may, have you had anyone try it yet? How have the tests gone?
We've had different tests, of course. We first tried with prosthetic minds before, ways to make sure that our individuals do not suffer any harm. So far, our tests have found that Dave only responds to those who are directly neuralinked to the pods here, any motions to the pods. When we tried accessing with our positronic mind, the program resisted it. It ejected the program. No damage, of course, has been done to the brain that we were able to detect, but it did not accept a fake mind. However, we were able to test it with live subjects, and were able to get some success. And he motions over to, he clicks on the console that he's at, and you can see that video starts playing, and it's kind of grainy at first, but then it comes in clearer. We've been testing on video decoding of the minds, and we were able to get this, and you can see that as it pulls away, there's this large castle, this beautiful fortified place. This city is on a waterfront, and there's a river going up past it, and that there's this large castle, there's the docks, there's marketplaces, you see people going in and out of this thing.
Oh, that's not Terror, is it? Oh no, this is another medieval place.
Yeah, I guess he's more than one.
Yeah, there was a weird moon we went to that had a medieval.
In Psychics, should we be really discussing that whole thing with just anybody? I am very impressed by this place, but I don't know if it's in our best interest to tell people about a underdeveloped war machine floating around in space.
It might link these and be like, well, I don't think many people knew even about Terror or what was really on that planet, so I guess just mentioning that it exists is harmless.
It's just a name and a medieval setting. It's fine. There's no context.
It's a medieval moon. Okay.
There's an awkward silence. He starts up again.
Yeah, we really need to work on that.
Yeah, sorry. Carry on, Dr. Strange.
Anyway, we've been able to get basic starts into this program. We haven't gone too much farther than to the city here. We've that the city is called Tradeport, and it is quite interesting. And he clicks through, and you see that there are, video of humans, elves, dragon-looking humanoids that are called Dragonborn. You've probably seen them. You see, all sorts of characters. We've been able to interact with the NPC, non-player programs in that, and so far it's been quite interesting. We haven't gone much farther than that.
Wait, so these aren't real people? They are people that the program DAAVE has created and put in the game for real people to interact with?
Correct. That is what we've been able to figure out so far.
I suppose it explains why we don't recognise half of those races in there.
But if you've already had people sent in, then why do you need us?
Well, Mr. Gaxley would like, so far that our trials have been so safe, he would like to more promote this programming.
I see.
He mentioned that he would bring a starlet. I assume that would be you, darling.
Why, yes, of course. She curtsies.
We've also figured that it might be interesting to try it with a group. We have done it with individuals, of course, but we don't know how they would react with more than just a single mind. So it'd be interesting to see the interactions.
Doctor, would you mind giving somebody a closer look before we get in? Who can explain things to us?
Well, Dave, for the moment, we need to keep isolated. We don't prefer to have outsiders, of course, poking around because of how delicate the machinery is. We were actually quite surprised how well it survived if it did crash into the planet. But for now, we don't wish to risk any more damage to the machinery if possible.
Do you know why the ship crashed?
We have no clue. We have only found pieces and parts of the other parts of the ship. It seemed to have broken up into 3 pieces based on our information.
Well, if the minds of the crew are still in there, maybe they might be able to give us some answers, assuming they know what happened.
That is what we are hoping to find out. However, we have not been able to get too much farther with Dave than where we are.
No wonder we have to sign an NDA.
Mr. Gaxley smiles. Well, of course, there's also more things that you have to sign, sadly, before you get into these machines.
Yeah, thought as much.
I've just remembered I can't read or write, so I'll just skip straight to the beginning.
Well, I don't see any point in waiting around. This sounds like a grand adventure. What's next?
Splendid. Well, before we begin, I need to have you sign some more documents, of course. Just, waivers and compensations for your service.
Oh.
I like compensation.
I'm sorry, did you say compensation?
You are being recorded, and you are basically acting as our beta testers. We'd be more than happy to compensate you for your service of helping us.
Wait, we're being recorded now?
No, once you are in the machine.
Oh, phew. I thought I had to change.
Buffy's already been seen in that dress once. That's what I do.
She's not even wearing it anymore. She's wearing her normal outfit now just because
Yeah,
she had the one day of it.
Brad's going to have a quick glance through the documents, see if there's
Yeah.
Yeah, Mr. Gaxley will hand each one of you a new agreement. Do you guys wish to do any tests on them? It is in legal jargon.
Yeah, I want to do it.
Yeah, Raider's going to read through his.
Yeah, I'm going to do what V normally does when there's anything contract related, which is just like see what Bath's reaction to it is.
I'll need a sense motive.
Yeah.
Check.
From all of us.
Or whoever wants to do it. If you can, I'll do it if you like. Or
Let's all do it. Sense motive.
Does this count as a culture thing because it's being done like as a contract?
well, you're trying to figure out the contract.
Well, if it's culture, I get a +5. I'm just asking.
I mean, you can choose to use culture if you like, but of course, this is just you reading up on the document of just to understand the lingo.
Yeah.
Of what-
And what do you want from us? A perception?
So you can either do a sense motive or you can do a culture. The culture will have a little more increased difficulty.
Well, I don't have a skill for culture, so I'll do sense motive.
Yeah.
I'll do culture.
I
I get a +5 on that.
I got 12 to sense motive.
I rolled a 16, and with all of my bonuses to sense motive, that's 16.
Yeah, same. I rolled a 12 and I've got 12.
12, 23, 28.
Everyone except Bath, you read the contract. Basically, the rough things that you can understand are that you're getting paid a lot sum for doing certain things. You're being paid either 5,000 credits for doing a short run, not doing any of the quests, just going in and messing around with the program. You get 10,000 credits for doing a quest in the program. And there's a list of waivers and emergencies and other things. And you can see there's if there's an emergency that you get injured or anything, that you get compensated for that. Bath, on the other hand, using your eyes, you're able to scan through this thing much more quickly. And you would understand that these are all compounding. And so doing the short run, you get 5,000. Doing the quest, you would get 15,000 because they match on top of each other. And then if something does happen, your compensation would go up then to about 1,000 credits in the event of some kind of emergency recall system or completion of the program or something else has happened. There's also a notice there that there's waivers that if you do get injured, that Mr. Gaxley would provide medical attention on his ship. And then you basically see that, that Mr. Gaxley isn't liable for personal injury and all that such, but you would be compensated based on the contract through the company.
Here's the point.
Fairly standard stuff. It doesn't seem malicious. It's just cautious.
So are you guys going to sign the contract?
Yeah, V's going to sign it.
Yeah.
Daff looks at the others and nods and goes, "It's fine."
Gauging Baffy's response, Rad's going to sign.
Just gives a thumbs up and they go through it.
All right, everyone signs, and Mr. Gaxley then collects it. Excellent. And the Secretary Bird, you can't tell he's smiling, but you can tell that his little feathers are sticking up happily.
Oh,
He's all excited. But, excellent. Please. And he then starts moving towards the machines. Just a few things before we put you into the program. There is a recall function to these machines. We've been able to turn it down to about 10 minutes for recall time. Once you are in the machine and you wish to return back to the waking world, it will take about 10 minutes for the program to allow us to pull you back. This is a remnant of the hibernation program. Of course, we have disabled the hibernation program.
Of course.
so will we be ourselves within this program, or will we have to make avatars for ourselves?
Based on our previous programming, we have found that the initial start will be of the mind. You will have a picture of yourself in your mind, and it will format itself in the program. However, once you get into the other programs, it may change based on a system that we don't quite understand yet. Every time we have tried to record it, it's been a bit blurry, so you have to figure out that on your own, of course.
Huh. So if we imagine a character we want to be, maybe that will affect who we end up with.
To our knowledge, that your internal mind will automatically build your own visage of yourself. But once you have entered the program, and he motions to the thing where you see a individual looking at himself in the mirror in the program, that they're not. There's two images. There's one that looks like a picture of the employee. It's a human, and on the screen next to it, the live recording feed, you see that he looks like an elf, from black hair human to a blonde-haired female elf. He lifts up his left arm. When you twist your arm, that we have found, a menu will appear on your wrist, and he makes a motion of like some sort of image, like he's trying to do his best to like visualize it with his hand, that some sort of menu will pop up on near your wrist when you twist it. So you have the palm up, and then you twist it down so that the palm's facing down. He makes the one motion. There will be an option to activate a recall. We have programmed it into the helm of this pod, so that when you are in there, it will have the option to activate the recall.
And there's no brain needles, the things that plug into your...
No. We've taken that out. I assure you, we don't use that anymore. We've made it a little more comfortable, especially since Mr. Gaxley wished to sell this later for more usability. And he motions to the helmets in each one of the pods.
And check out the helmet and have a look at it.
Just try it out and see what happens. The contract seems pretty tight, and I trust that Mr. Gaxley wouldn't let anything happen to us, so why don't we just jump straight in?
Okay, let's just go in.
Okay, we're ready to go.
Yeah, I've had enough minutes of training to feel entirely confident testing this unproven technology, so let's go.
Same.
Yeah, likewise. Let's hop in.
Let's go.
All right. Dr. Strange will put the bike back into the storage bin before getting each one of you into a pod. For V, he moves V over to one of the more larger pods, helps each one of you like set up the helmet. It's basically a mesh grid like helmet. It almost, in a way, it looks like
Are we wearing calendars?
basically, except it's a little more meshy. It's not a actual colander with like the big holes. It's like it's a real mesh that wraps around your head, and it has little strips that straps to your chin.
V's going to need one with at least 4 holes poked in it.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, you can see that Dr. Strange is working on adapting your helmet. It takes a little while.
This has got a pair of scissors. It's like...
He basically he's able to move the meshes around and such, so that each one of your horns can go through, and then it fits properly, and then straps it to your, Okay, and then once he makes sure everyone is attached, he will also wheel in a machine. It has like slots and such in it, and he goes into each slot and pulls out what looks like, those monitors that they use in the hospital where they monitor you.
EKGs.
Yeah.
The EKGs. He goes and puts them on your vital areas, and attaches it to the machine. This is for us to keep track of you. Should we notice any irregularities, we will be able to pull you out for your own protection, of course.
All right.
Yeah,
Is there anyone else Sorry, question for GM. Is there anyone else playing this game at the moment in the room with us?
There's no one else. You guys are the only ones that are in these tubes. That at least you're the only ones that you know of that are playing right now in this room.
Okay.
So,
Alright.
do you wish to ask, or do you want to just move on and not?
Yeah, Ryder will ask us. Sorry, Doctor Strange. Is there anyone else in the program at the moment?
There are no others that we know of at the moment that are using the program.
So it's just going to be us four
Yeah.
and some NPCs.
Yes, that's just be correct.
NPCs?
Yeah, as non-player characters. It's a video game term.
Okay.
Can NPCs feel pain?
V. Why are you asking that question?
Just asking. It's good to know.
Very good. Is there any,
Carefully voice the question.
Yeah.
are there any other questions that I could answer before we begin?
Will we be able to talk to you once we're inside?
We will be able to talk. There are some instances that we have lost communications with each other, although it seems to be more of a issue with moving programs in the system. Once we are able to relock onto you, we will be able to communicate once more.
Okay, I think
Yeah.
I think I'm ready.
Did I just interpret that right? We can't talk while the loading screen is on. Is that what I got from that?
Pretty much.
Yeah.
Out of character, yes. At least outside.
That's
Outside.
fantastic.
Outside to them anyway.
Yeah.
You don't know about in-game if you can talk to each other.
All right. Well, let's get in and see what this is like. It might be fun.
Yeah.
Well,
Okay.
you lead the one on this one, Ryder. This is very much your territory.
I mean, I played video games before. Nothing fully immersive like this before.
So, you'll be a bit strange feeling at first, but I assure you it's all normal. And slowly he closes each pod. Once he's finished making sure all the pods are secured, he heads over to the console. All right. Have fun, everybody. And each one of you starts feeling tired. You feel physically tired. You can hear soft clicking noises as the machines are activated. And soon, one by one, each one of you just feel tired enough that you close your eyes. You hear the clicking noises before they slowly fade away. And soon enough, you start hearing what sounds like water. Like trickling of water.
Ryder's heartbeat increases.
And you realize that your eyes are closed. Do you guys open your eyes?
V needs to pee.
Radar opens his eyes.
Yeah, Beth does too.
Maybe opens their eyes.
Ryder probably doesn't.
Everyone except dear Otter here open their eyes. You realize that you're no longer in your pods. You're sitting in chairs. You're sitting in, like... Have you ever been to a mall where there's, like, those cheap chairs that you sit in?
Yeah, are we in a waiting lounge?
You are in a waiting lounge, and you are sitting at a table where there's a large fountain in the center, and you can see the water just trickling down. And as you're looking around, you notice that all around you are arches, like stone arches, that are placed around this lobby area. And you hear soft music. It almost sounds elevator-like.
I'm gonna go and just like put my hand on by the shoulder and say, "It's okay, dear. It's just a fountain."
Before that, are we ourselves? Are we...
Yes, as you take a look at each other, you basically have the mind's eye of yourself. Like, how do you visualize yourself? It's being reinterpreted in the machine.
Beth looks down and realizes that she does not look like Beth. Everyone kind of looks like how they perceive themselves. And Beth is a dark-skinned Lashunta. She's a little taller than Beth actually is. She's got a pretty simple dress on. And despite being a Lashunta, she's still got Beth's tail for some reason. And she looks at herself, looks at the others, realizing what the situation is, and it looks like everybody goes, "It's me. This is weird."
Wow.
She opens her eyes and looks around.
Yeah, Beth puts her hand on the shoulder to reassure her. But the hand does not feel like Beth's hand, which is obviously usually ceramic and metallic. This one feels soft and fleshy, and at least as much as we can experience within this.
Oh, okay, so yeah, she probably like jolts awake then, like sort of don't recognize whose hand that is, and kind of like look around sort of thing.
What's wrong? Are you okay? Oh, seeing Ryder's reaction, she's noticed that her hand is not her usual hand. It's not the hand she's seen for a long time. She looks like Tiamat. She looks like how she thinks of herself as. Except she now has a tail. She still has Baphomet's tail, which has grown to size along with the rest of her.
So yeah, Ryder would like open her eyes, realize she's staring at this a new person's like midriff essentially, and then gradually crane her neck up a little higher to look at this new person, this Lashunta.
Oh, yeah, it is me.
Wait,
but,
Beth?
yeah, it's me, guys. This is awkward.
Just a little weird, but
You look like Tiamat.
I am Tiamat. I don't want to get into it.
I guess we'll get used to it.
I mean, you gonna stay like that, or
No, I mean, no, eventually, but not
post
now.
bath?
Radar's looks like Radar, but like the cyborg bit of him just looks black and inky and wet and sort of vaporous almost.
Ugh.
Yeah. like shadowy, like it's not there, sort of thing.
Okay, so Ryder would probably look like herself, but as an anime character. So she's got very, very broad outlines and very high contrast shading on her.
And the big anime eyes, I assume, as well.
The big anime eyes, very angular, big eyelashes.
Oh, Ryder, what happened to your eyes?
Huh? What?
What does V look like?
V looks exactly the same, only their tail is slightly longer.
Nice.
Yes!
Oh, and for once they don't have any like muck or oil spills or grease.
They're tidy with a thick, muscular vest tail.
No, it's almost the same as the like in real life, but it's slightly longer. Like maybe half a foot longer.
The small things that people desire for themselves.
Yeah.
Yeah. So Ryder stands up. All of her in-between frames are missing when she moves now.
God.
Oh, God.
Radar, you got a little something on your face there, that little gunk.
You're very hard to look at.
Ah! Oh, what is this?
I don't know. It's a little strange.
It's not, there's nothing here. I can't grab it. It's like...
Is that how Radar? Because this is how we see ourselves. Is that how Radar sees himself?
Radar sees himself as fucked up, basically. That entire side of him is something else, and he doesn't like it. Like, the rest of him looks like a clean, nice, fairly well-built coyote. You know?
V's resisting the urge to poke it.
Poke it, go ahead!
V pokes it.
Ryder's going to go up and have a look at her environment. Where are we?
Yeah, Bath's gonna go with Radar while V just jabs at Radar.
Radar in the face.
So you basically are in what looks like a mall food court. Each of these tables are like black with like blue highlights on them, and the chairs are black. They also have like blue highlights on them. The fountain is like a stone fountain. It's there's a top, there's a middle, and then there's the basin where the water's collecting. As you're looking around, you also see that there's all these empty arches. As you look into these arches, there's just void. There's nothing. It's just empty. And until you look around, you notice there's only one arch that's lit up. And you've seen this arch before in the video. It's the one that has the banner over it that says Adventure Game.
Oh, this must be the portal that takes us to the main game.
Seems like it.
I guess this is the last one that's working.
Seems like it. I guess if this worked like a ride at a theme park, then you wait here until your turn comes, then you go in.
I think you just walk in.
Oh, let's go in then.
Ryder puts her hand in the fountain and sort of like inspects the water. Does it seem real?
Well, as you touch it, it actually feels like actual water.
Guys, this is incredible.
V's going to take some water in the hand and lick it.
It tastes like chlorinated water.
Tastes like chlorinated water.
There's I'd have thought there'd been some kind of like greeter here if this is the entrance. Like, and Radar just shouts at the top of his lungs, "Hello!"
Yeah. I mean, this is like extremely broken tech, so maybe that part of it doesn't work right now.
Maybe.
Let's just have a look around. Come on.
Well, it's worth testing.
There's no response. You don't hear any footsteps. You don't hear anything. It just other than the water trickling in your guys.
Ryder's going to twist her arm around and look for this UI and see if it appears.
As you do that, you see all of a sudden this like menu just shoots up out of your wrist. Like it's kind of hovers a bit above your wrist, but it's there, and you can see that there are like square bars and such, like different like words. Such some of it's garbled, like it looks like it's been damaged, but you were able to touch it and you're able to scroll it. And you can see there's a recall at the bottom. It looks like it's been put in recently, and it's It's right
Yeah,
there.
seeing Ryder do that, Beth's gonna like copy her and do the same.
Yeah, but V's going to do that.
Yeah, I think everyone's doing it.
And you can see that each of these bars are like scrambled except for recall. And as you're looking through, you notice that there's also one that says Adventure Games. Each one of you give me a intelligence roll, Starfinder.
Starfinder. Okay,
So it's 20 total for me, not natural.
I got 12.
I also got 12.
I got 14.
Okay, V, you notice as you're scrolling through and you kind of glance around, the bars, other than the recall one, they match up like number-wise to each one of the arches.
Yeah.
I'm gonna try and walk into one of the blank arches, the one that's not adventure room.
Are you going to try to go through the arch, or are you going to just...
Yeah, I'm just gonna try and just walk around.
As you get close to it, you notice you run into a wall. Looks like prisms just kind of appear and fade away as you bump into the wall.
Whoa, Gav, you okay?
Yeah, you walked into that invisible wall pretty hard.
Wait, do I feed it when I bump into it though?
It's basically like running into a wall.
Okay, so yeah, she runs into a wall and goes, nope, that's okay.
Yep, it's alright.
Yeah.
So this way is definitely not gonna work out, guys. That's fine. Just double checking.
Let's have a look at Adventure World.
Yeah, it's the only one that works, and it's the one we've been paid to come here and explore, so I guess.
Yeah, Beth's gonna let Ryder walk through first because there's a middle wall again.
Yeah, Ryder's gonna stick her hand through the gate.
As the otter sticks her hand through, it almost looks like a film is there. Like your hand goes through it at first. And you feel a tug. You feel something like grabbed your hand.
Whoa, 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 whoa!
Are you going to try and pull away?
Yes.
All right.
Is Ryder panicking?
Yeah, something's just grabbed her hand on the other side of this portal. So yeah, she'd probably be a little bit panicky.
I'm gonna lash out with psychokinetic hand and try and pull her back as well.
Likewise, I'm going to grab her and pull.
I need a will save from our otter.
Sure. It's probably my worst one, but
That's why you're rolling it.
yep. 15 plus 5. 20. 20.
The grip lets go as soon as your friends grab you and pull you back out.
What's up? What happened?
Well, the heck was that?
I put my hand through and something grabbed me. GM, did it feel like another hand grabbed me or just a force?
It was a force. It felt like something, like you stuck your hand in jello and the jello was just starting to pull on you.
It was like a weird vacuum thing. I didn't like that.
Radar steps through.
What? Radar, what?
Well, he's dead.
All right. As radar, so you actually are stepping through?
Yeah, fuck it. Just going to go and punch whatever tried to grab the otter.
Well, as soon as most of your body steps through, the world goes dark for you. And for the rest of you, your friend just suddenly dematerialized before your very eyes, as most of his body went through the film.
Wow.
Beth jumped through it well then.
Yeah, I think right. The jump through off the back.
Yeah.
Yes, we're jumping through the weird portal. And he's going to jump through as well.
Okay, so
Where are they?
as you all step through, you see that, the film absorbs up, takes in your coyote friend, and then you all follow in behind, I assume, correct?
Yep.
Yeah, Ryder's like a little bit apprehensive to jump through after everyone else, but she doesn't want to be left on her own either, so she'll sort of like build up strength, close her eyes, and then leap through last.
Aw.
Okay. Darkness greets you all again. You hear no sound as you go through, until finally you realize you're all laying on the ground. And as you open your eyes, you see a rather old-looking gentleman looking down at you, going,
Ugh.
it's a human male, old gentleman with a staff. He's got robes on that are purple and gold. And he's looking at each one of you. It's like, oh, well, you're all awake. Good to see.
Are you Dave?
Finally awake.
Hello, yes. Wait, we're all laying on the ground?
Yeah, you're all laying on the ground. You're still yourselves, your visual self of yourself.
Yeah.
Oh.
Yeah, Beth's going to get up, dust herself off and go, hello, sorry, where are we?
Oh, well, you're in Adventure Games, my dear. You are here to build your character. And as you look around, you notice that you're in basically a large tent. It's almost a circus tent, where there's a big pole in the center that goes up to the top. And as you look around, you notice that there are several mirrors. You notice that they're swirling. Like there's gases and such swirling inside, like it's flowing.
Room full of mirrors, eh? Say no more.
Okay.
It's like they made a room just for Beth.
Yeah, Bath, she's gonna glance around and look at this fella. What does he look like?
He's an older gentleman. He's got a beard, white beard, and he's got a staff that he's leaning on. And he's got purple and gold robes and such that he's wearing. There's no emblem or anything. These are just generic looking robes.
Does he have stars and moons on it?
No, they're just purple and gold.
Okay, good.
Basically gold highlights.
Is he wearing a name tag?
Well, let's ask him his name rather than asking questions about the game.
No, wait. Ryder's going to get up, look at this guy, and then look above his head for like a floating name tag or a health bar or something.
You don't see any of that.
What are you doing?
I'm
Sorry, force of habit. Hello, sir. What is your name, may we ask?
Oh, my name is Dave.
Hey, called it.
Oh, well met.
You must be the system, I assume.
In a way, yes. I'm part of the system. I'm here to help new players with their character creation.
How do we create characters? So she's looking around. She has no idea what this means. How do we create... The one time I made a character, actually, I do remember. It was on that wrestling game you play, Ryder. And I just put all the slides to the left. That was good.
Yeah, I think this might be a little bit more in-depth than that, but...
That's how you make them strongest, right? Because they're the biggest.
That's called playing the system, and it's generally frowned upon. But anyway, let's have a look. And yeah, Ryder's going to stand in front of the mirror and says, okay, so what do we do here, Dave?
Just place your hand on the glass, and you will see options.
It's not going to grab me, is it?
Not unless you wish it to.
Ryder's going to retract her hand like she was reaching out for it.
It's fine. I mean, I'll give it a shot first.
I was going to say I'll watch you just to make sure.
I've got no fear of mirrors, so all right.
Yeah.
Put a hand on the glass.
Remember.
Right.
He's going to watch.
Yeah.
Radar watches.
Bath, as you watch the swirls start to collate into a reflection of yourself in the glass, and all of a sudden you see what looks like menus start appearing on the sides, and you see that there are race options, there's class options, there's you see all these things there, and Dave walks up next to you and smiles and says, "Here you can select what you would like to look like. The mirror will be a reflection of what you will become once you have made your selection. Until then, you will still look like yourself until you have confirmed of what you like. For example," and he reaches over and presses on the race menu. All of a sudden, your image changes, and you're no longer yourself, but instead you see this beautiful human woman that looks like you.
It's like human Biff.
With purple hair and such. But
That's a bit uncanny.
he then pushes another button and you switches to elf, and then he keeps pressing through and showing you different options.
She looks at the elf one for a long while because it looks a bit too similar to.
The Tiamat.
Yeah. She looks at it and goes, "I don't think so. I think I'll have a play with this. Thank you, Dave."
Of course. And he looks at the rest of you. Please, pick a mirror.
Okay, Ryder walks over to the mirror next to Bath and puts her hand on it.
And same thing happens. You see a reflection of yourself, and then all of a sudden the menus start appearing on the side.
Okay.
Yeah.
So yeah, she's going to, with probably a bit more skill and intuitiveness, sort of like flip through the menus. So here you go, Bath. This is ridiculous. This is what it would like if I moved all the stuff to the left. And she picks like one of the races, like a dwarf or something, and flips everything to the left. So it's like super muscular, super hench, super buff.
Huh.
V just peeks over at the Ryder's mirror, just like blushes slightly, and then peeks back.
Radar is also looking, but it's just sort of like, huh?
Oh, you ain't seen nothing yet, V. Have a look at this. And she flips to the sort of lizard folk dragon style character. What do you think of that?
Hey, that's pretty cool.
Can you save things out of this? V doesn't have FlyGo with them, so they
We're
can't.
not having
record things.
printouts, V.
I
I actually quite like the look of this guy. I might pick him.
just imagine him on a Daffy Day.
So wait, when I put all slides to the right, that's no good. But when you do it, you get a buff lizard man?
I'm just showing you for the fun of it, Bath. It's fine.
V's gonna just like whisper over to them, just, pick it.
Yeah, Ryder's going to pick it just for testing purposes.
All right.
Just this insanely buff, decked out lizard character. She's going to give it some ridiculous name, like Krollnack or something.
And are you going to do anything else? Just have that all done?
Yeah, she wasn't really like looking at her stats. She just shoved everything to the left.
Are all these mirrors just floating around the place, or are they just like attached to the walls? And
They're basically full-length mirrors that are on the ground.
all right, yeah. V's going to try and tilt their mirror so only they can see it, and you just see them looking around occasionally and giggling and doing things like air sizing up Ryder, and then go back to their room.
All right. So Dave comes over to our dear otter friend and says, "Is that what you wish to be?"
Yeah, go on. Why not?
Very well. All you need to do is touch the glass once more.
Yeah, she taps the glass one more time.
Suddenly, a veil of darkness just falls over you. To you, Ryder, again, everything goes dark. But to everyone else, it looks like a black veil cocoon just wraps around your image. And it contorts and changes and then grows. And then all of a sudden, Dave looks at it and goes, it's done now. And he tugs on the veil before suddenly, like opening up the present, it just rips open and out appears this big lizard barbarian.
Holy shit. Because they're bigger than V.
Ryder?
Yeah.
Is that you?
I think so.
Oh my goodness.
Ryder sort of looks down at her arms and her legs. She's not used to being like almost over double her height.
Yeah, how tall is this character?
She dragged all the sliders to the left, so as tall as it could possibly be within the boundaries of the lizard folk. So
in my mind, they're taller than V.
If it's all slides to the left, then yeah, probably.
Yeah.
Fringe, how tall is that?
Well, since they are of medium, so I would probably say that can go up to about 8 feet.
She's 8 foot tall.
Yeah.
That is over double her height.
And also a guy now. Because why not?
V can't reference off Ryder anymore now that they've changed, so V's just like guessworking the rest and then just touches the mirror as well.
Again, same. For you, your vision goes dark before a black cocoon wraps around, and soon it contorts and changes again. And again, Dave walks over and then tugs on the veil. And once again, appears V's new character, which is
a 4 foot tall tabaxi with like flowing robes and an eye patch over one eye.
So, for those who don't know, actually, is a cat person.
Yeah, sorry. They're a calico cat, like the brown and black and orange fur patterned kitty. They've got a little bit of one of their ears missing as well. On the same side that V would have one of their horns missing. They've got like 3 or 4 piercings.
So it's Fantasy Rider.
Yeah, it basically looks like V's tried to make the closest approximation they can to Ryder in this game.
This is the most description RG's ever done about clothing, ever.
Yeah.
Well, I don't often get to describe clothing. V's normal options are naked or overalls, so indulge me. In fact, yeah, they've got little gold hemming on their black cloak. They have roguish good looks. This is also probably the most stylish you'll see V imagine anything, so...
Yeah.
And still no one's sure what gender they are.
Have you got a different voice as well? Actually, my back should be like, wow, V, that is not what I expected.
How does Ryder not get crowd on all the time?
It's very difficult.
Feel tiny. It's amazing. V's going to try and like climb up Ryder's character because that's what Ryder's always doing.
You know, the thing that everyone in the starting area does, they just keep jumping around in circles. Trying to get under control.
So yeah, Krollnack has got like a sort of Spartan barbarian helmet thing on, but you can't really see their eyes, just like the whites of their eyes glowing from underneath the visor, and a big red cape.
Definitely the most menacing I think I've ever seen you.
Is this what it's like to be you, V?
No, I'm definitely prettier. V's just going to like perch on Ryder's head.
I'm just watching with just mild confusion.
They're just swishing their tail happily.
Radar's just going to glance at Bath and then back at them, but just shrug.
She shrugs back.
Good character yet, Radar.
Choose a character. I want to see what your version of you in a game is like.
I'm going to try something a bit different. Dave?
Yes.
Is there a random function?
But of course. Yeah. And he walks over and motions towards what looks like a large, towards the very top, looks like circles.
Radar pushes them.
All right. And all of a sudden, the image changes and switches around. How many times are you pressing it, by the way?
5.
I definitely think you should pick something with your eyes closed and just go with that.
Yeah, just see what it comes up with.
That's what I'm trying, guys. I've got my
Alright.
eyes shut. I'm just going to go dit, 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 and then presses the window.
All right. Anyone else was looking at the mirror?
At the same time, V's going to be like, Dave, I'll give you, like, I don't know what goes for money here, but I'll give you all of it to make him wider than he is tall.
Dave doesn't say anything. But is anyone looking at the mirror while he's doing that, or is?
If he's just tapping the buttons fast and going straight to like random, then we won't see it until it comes up on him.
Yeah.
Okay. You flip through. Everyone gets like quick glances of anything from like, oh, it's a dwarf lady, goes to a human that looks like a monk, then it goes to what looks like a dragon person. You know, you do a few more, and then finally, when you press the mirror on the last one, it looked like a gnome. And again, the black veil falls over Radar, and it twists and turns and shrinks until finally Dave walks over, grabs the veil, and pulls it off. And there stands a gnome. What the?
Have any of us ever seen it?
Oh boy, guys, this is a new experience.
Wow, that's
bold.
We do have that new gnome bar that opened up, so we're not exactly. Were you just into this kind of thing, Radar?
I don't know. I hit random and
Sure you didn't.
oh, I've got a crossbow.
What? Okay.
Holy shit, I got a crossbow.
And a small mouse.
Wait, there's another person in there with you? Who's the mouse?
Yeah, who's playing the mouse?
Who's playing that person?
I think his name's Barry.
Hello, Barry.
Gives Barry a stroke behind the ears. He's got him in his palm. Holds him up for everyone to inspect.
Makes happy squeaky noises.
How come you get a pet?
I don't know. It was just...
reaches down with his giant gargantuan meat hooks.
Radar pulls the palm away.
Tries to stroke Barry.
V almost loses their balance.
You don't look with your hands, Ryder?
No, I chose the name Krolnak. This person is Krolnak, I think.
Krolnak. Okay, Krolnak. What did I pick? And he takes his coat off and he looks at the label written in the back. Felix Big Noodle.
That's a weird name. I like it though.
Interesting choice.
Yeah. Ooh, there's a little mechanical mice in here.
How many mice do you have on your person?
I don't know.
Do you just have a mouse army?
I don't know. We'll find out, I guess. Anyway, Baphomet, what are you doing?
Yeah, why haven't you changed it?
That's been going. She's like got 3 mirrors going on at the same time. But once you guys are done, she's gonna like, look at it, step back, kind of nod, change a couple more things, and then nod
2
again.
hours later,
and then says, "Okay, I think this is how I do it," and taps the glass.
Once more, the veil falls down and covers Baphomet, and it twists and turns and then slowly grows and grows until finally Dave walks over and pulls on it, and it falls away, thus revealing Baphomet's new character.
Baphomet's new character is a female dragonborn. She's about 7 foot. She is, for want of a better word, athletic. She looks like maybe like a cross between a really good shot putter and a supermodel.
Oh my.
Well, V blushes again.
Yep, Ryder blushes as well. Krolnak blushes as well.
She
This
also,
is a V and Ryder both just like their jaws hitting the floor while V's balanced on top of Ryder.
Bloody hell.
she's still mostly white, but there's a lot more. There's like a purple and gold tinge to her. Her hair is a lot longer, flowing like pretty much down to her waist. And she is she's wearing, again, taking a leaf out of Ryder's book, some real anime-looking armor. And she goes, "So, what do you think?"
I think you've been maxed.
I think that looks really good, Bath. What
Looks
class
lovely,
are you?
But,
What does min-max mean?
well, you've made an ultimate version of yourself.
I'm always the ultimate
Was
version of myself.
That's exactly what I thought you'd say.
Wait, wasn't that the point? Just to make something really awesome? Because I'm pretty happy with this.
I was
Yeah,
trying to-
I'm having fun in this form. It's nice to be something different.
That's the point.
Talking to you, Krog, it's like continental drift. It's slow but inevitable.
I can't talk as quickly as I used to.
Yeah, and my brain's going like 10,000 miles an hour. It's strange. So What weapons have you guys got? I think I've got. Let's have a look. I've got.
I haven't checked yet.
Oh, turns out not everything's changed. I've got 2 crossbows.
So you've got guns.
Yeah, I guess so.
Makes sense.
Hang on, I'm going to see how fast I can reload this. And he takes the hand crossbow out and just fires it into the ceiling.
You were in
And then
Fires it through the sea.
has it reloaded in under 6 seconds.
Gonna backflip off of Kroll.
If you're going to do that, I'm going to need a acrobatics.
Okay, that's 11.
11.
Just lands on their face. Just
It's older than it looks, isn't it? The first roll.
You land, but you kind of stumble a little bit. It wasn't the most graceful landing, but you land.
It's still one more backflip than V's done in their life up until this point, so I'll take it.
It looked very good.
I could get used to this.
It was very impressive.
Turn to Dave. Is this how these things usually go? I don't play video games.
Dave smiles.
But it's just to have fun. Come on.
You're in a video game. You can do anything you want.
I
Yeah.
thought it was meant to be like a car selling things. We saw them in the pictures.
Well, we've only just started. Let's get a quest.
Yeah.
Oh.
Let's do something. Let's play the game.
Oh, Dave, can we get some quests, please?
Well, as much as I would like to give you a quest, you must first enter the game. Are you all happy with your forms?
I don't know. What do you think, Barry?
V's nodding a lot and swishing their tail.
Felix has picked up the mouse Barry and has him to his ear and is having a small conversation with the mouse.
Yeah, you hear these little soft little...
Yeah. No, I don't think they do mouse-sized crossbows. And even if they did, I don't think it would be worth sort of calculating, you know? It's a shame because I think it'd be really cool aesthetic. But I don't know. I could ask. Dave,
Yes?
do we do mouse-sized crossbows?
Do you do what now?
Crossbows for mice.
Well, you are free to shoot your dear little friend, but I don't think there are...
No. Although that's an idea, Barry. We'll talk about that one later. I'm talking like a tiny crossbow that a mouse could wield.
Beth leans over to Dave and says, please say no.
I don't think that would do much damage.
Yeah, I don't.
Well, I don't know. Maybe if you got it in like the eyes or something.
Maybe.
Perhaps there might be a place later.
All right. He says maybe, Barry. Oh, yeah. I love you too.
I'm going to eat that mouse.
You are not going to eat Barry, nor are you going to eat Barry's minions.
We don't eat friends.
Yeah, he's my friend. I think. Yeah.
Cormac's going to check their weaponry. Like, what have they got?
You have a great axe, you have a couple hand axes, and some javelins.
Well, I would have liked more axes, but I suppose this will do. Yeah,
Hey.
I'm okay with this, Dave.
You know you could throw everything you have.
Yeah, but then I wouldn't have it anymore.
Well, then you go get it back.
Oh, yeah. Do you know, I don't feel as smart as I used to.
No, it's coming across quite...
I still feel like me, just not as smart as I used to, but much stronger. I feel like I could throw something really far. I think we're done here, Dave.
Yeah.
Let's get into the main part of the game.
Ah, very well then. And Dave will walk towards the center of the room. You will be set forth on a ship to Tradeport. There you will begin your adventures. Are you all ready?
I think so. Are you ready, Beth? What's your character name?
Don't think I have one.
Well, you've got to make one, otherwise the illusion isn't complete.
Yeah,
You've got to immerse yourself.
don't think I'm going to be able to call you Bath while you're looking like that.
No.
Yeah.
What's wrong with looking like this? Gestures to
No,
herself.
it's good. It's good, but it's
Fabulous, Beth, but you need to put on another veil, another mask while you're in the game.
I don't know, guys. I'm already. I'll just go by. She looks around the room. She's not very good at doing instant naming things, so she says, "I'll call myself." Oh, do you know what? I've got it. And then she taps on the mirror again, and now it says Pandora.
Pandora. There we go.
Hey,
Yes.
Makes sense.
Perfect. So, it's Baphomet playing Pan. Okay.
Okay, Felix, Nya, and Pandora,
And
and Kroll.
Kroll.
and Kroll. I think
Yep.
we're ready.
Kroll.
Right, let's do this.
He motions for you to come near him. Stand around me.
Before we go, one thing, Dave, will we be able to speak with you while we're doing this adventure?
I'll be around. I assure you, find time to find me.
I'm ready.
Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Then I wish you all a good luck. And then he grips the staff before raising it up above his head, and then slams it back down into the ground before all of a sudden stars just shoot out. And then slowly you see the stars moving around faster and faster and faster and faster and faster until it's a swirl of white light around you. And you see Dave smiling before suddenly the light envelops all of you, and then suddenly darkness.
Hey everyone, and thank you for listening to Cosmopunk. If you like what you're hearing, please let us know. We're on Spotify, iTunes, all the regular podcast sites, cosmopunk.net, and we also have a Twitter over at twitter.com/cosmopunkpod. See you in 2 weeks, everyone. And as always, shoot straight, roll high.